Hey, so today I'm going to review this book right here. This is Another Day by Levithan, and it's a companion novel to Every Day, and I got this from Nick Kelly, so thank you so much to Nick Kelly and to the publishers for making it available so that I could read it early. Every Day is about a person named A who wakes up every day in a new body, and one of those days they wake up in a boy named Justin, and they meet Justin's girlfriend, and they fall in love with Justin's girlfriend, and her name is Rhiannon, and yeah, that's kind of the premise of Every Day. Another Day is the same story, the same events, time period, so it's not a sequel, and it's through the perspective of Rhiannon, and you sort of get to see her side of things and what she's thinking and sort of her life. She is an interesting character. She has a lot of complicated issues and relationships in her life. The biggest one is probably with her boyfriend. They have a very unhealthy relationship. It's kind of drained her attention and her time into that. She has a difficult relationship with her family. There are some issues there, and also her friendships with people. There's not that much time put into that because of her boyfriend. And then we have this new relationship that starts with A, that's developing. I felt like she was a real character. She has a difficult time dealing with things, and her reasons for staying in her relationship kind of made sense. And I sort of understood her, and she felt very real and realistic. It was good, I think, because Every Day had a very insta-romance kind of thing happen, because A sort of just jumps in a little bit to the romance. Rhiannon has a little bit of a harder time getting into that relationship. She has the feelings, but because of the complications, she understands that there's a problem and that there's issues and that there's obstacles, and that kind of stops her or slows her down. So the insta-romance was still there, but it was a little bit drawn out and it was more complicated, which was good. I also really liked the writing style. There were lines like, I cannot wear that answer, it can't possibly fit. And I really liked those lines that were sort of scattered throughout the story. So the writing style was really good. In terms of things I didn't like, Rhiannon as a character starts off very weak. She's in a relationship that is unhealthy, and she's sort of stagnant in where she is, and she doesn't know how to move forward, and I felt a little bit stuck because of that. She sort of has this unhappiness that's there, and she's not really doing anything to fix that or to resolve that. And I don't know, it wasn't just that, it was also that I felt like her life was sort of about her relationship with Justin, her boyfriend, and her relationship with A, and that developing. And I felt like things were very much about those two people, and we sort of, she was making her decisions based off of them, and I felt like they had all the agency in the story, and I really didn't like that. I wanted her to have more control, and I wanted her to make decisions and to move forward, and I didn't feel like she was doing that. Also, because we're focused on these two relationships, I feel like we missed out on her family relationship, which there's hints of some difficulties there, but I feel like it could have had more depth to it, and also her friendships could have had more depth to it as well. I feel like we should have had more focus on that, and a little bit more agency for her as a character. I understand why she was sort of weak and wouldn't move forward, and that does improve, so that was good. But yeah, I didn't really like that. It was difficult to read for me. Finally, the last thing I didn't like was the end. It was the same kind of ending that Every Day had. So if you've read Every Day, then you maybe know what I'm talking about. It wasn't necessarily a bad end, it was just too open-ended, and I really want there to be a sequel. I don't know, it just it feels like the entire book sort of is good and it could be a standalone book, but then it has this little thing at the end to just make it hey, here's sort of open-endedness to what could maybe happen, and it kind of hints at a sequel. So I really kind of hope that there's a sequel. I'd be really interested to see what happens next. And it would be a different book than these two books, definitely. I feel like it would be more sci-fi, but that would be very exciting to me. So yeah, that's my review of Another Day. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm giving this book 3 out of 5. If you've read Every Day, then I would definitely recommend this. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you've read it, tell me what you thought about it in the comment section below, and I will see you next time. Bye.